You can feel it happening, can't you? The pull to do less. The call to pause. The quiet voice whispering, "Stop running." For so long, you were trained to chase, to prove, to push, to pursue every opportunity, every person, every moment of validation. You learned that movement meant progress, that speed meant safety, that pressure meant purpose. But now your soul is tired of chasing, and the universe is teaching you something new, that everything meant for you begins to move toward you the moment you stop trying to catch it. This is not laziness. This is alignment. There comes a point in every journey when you realize the energy of pursuit keeps you stuck in distance. You chase because you don't believe it's already yours. You pursue because you're afraid to receive. You hustle because silence feels unsafe. But magnetism begins where fear ends. When you stop proving and start trusting, you stop chasing and start attracting. Attraction doesn't come from wanting. It comes from being. You become the vibration of what you desire, and the universe rearranges itself to meet you. The relationships, the money, the timing, they all appear as soon as you stop searching for them and start embodying the energy of already having them. Let's talk about why you were chasing in the first place. You were taught that love has to be earned, that success has to be fought for, that peace has to be deserved. And so, you learned to run. You ran toward everything that looked like validation, approval, safety, or control. But here's the truth. The universe is trying to teach you. Anything you chase will always stay just a step ahead of you. Because chasing is the frequency of lack. It says, "I don't have it yet." And the universe, listening faithfully, mirrors that vibration back. So it begins pulling from you the very energy you need to receive. You start feeling tired, anxious, disconnected. Doors close, opportunities vanish. And in the silence that follows, you finally hear what was always true. You never had to run. The energy of chasing belongs to the ego. The energy of attraction belongs to the soul. The ego seeks to control. The soul learns to align. At first, attraction feels unnatural. Your mind panics. It wants to do. It wants to fix. But the soul whispers, "Just be." And when you obey that whisper, everything begins to flow differently. People start reaching out. Ideas start arriving without force. Synchronicities appear out of nowhere. The very things you once begged for begin orbiting around you as if pulled by gravity, because that's what you are, gravitational energy. The more peace you hold, the more abundance you draw. The more self-respect you embody, the more love reflects back. The more gratitude you feel, the more miracles come to find you. Let me tell you something about manifestation that most people forget. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. The universe doesn't respond to desperation. It responds to authenticity. When you are desperate, your energy says, "I'm not ready." When you are calm, your energy says, "I already have it." And reality listens. You don't chase alignment. You become it. You don't force peace. You allow it. You don't beg for love. You embody it. The people who chase are always tired. The people who trust are magnetic. So how do you shift from chasing to attracting? You begin by slowing down. You stop fighting for every outcome. You stop texting energy into dead ends. You stop convincing people to see your worth. Instead, you start protecting your peace. You start listening to your intuition. You start creating from a place of joy rather than anxiety. You realize that detachment isn't indifference. It's divine confidence. It's knowing that what's meant for you can't miss you. When you stop chasing, you're telling the universe, I trust my timing. I trust my worth. I trust myself. And that declaration shifts everything. Here's what happens next. You'll notice certain doors close. People you used to chase will drift away. Opportunities that once consumed you will lose their pull. That's not loss. That's energetic clearance. It's the universe removing what was built on force so you can receive what's built on flow. When you chase, you're broadcasting confusion. When you attract, you're broadcasting clarity. And clarity is irresistible. It calls your manifestations out of the quantum field and brings them into form. When you finally rest in your power, life starts to orbit you differently. The job finds you. The love recognizes you. The money flows without manipulation because you've stopped sending out mixed signals. You're no longer saying, "I want this," while feeling unworthy of it. You're saying, "I already am this." And the universe echoes back, "Yes, you are." Attraction is not a game of timing. It's a game of truth. And when your energy speaks truth, the universe listens. If you're resonating with what you hear, go ahead and like and subscribe to Cosmic Seed. Your presence here amplifies the collective frequency of alignment. You will reach a point where doing less begins to create more, where silence speaks louder than words, where your energy becomes the only resume you'll ever need. That's what it means to attract, to move from control to coherence. The people who used to overlook you will start to see you. The opportunities that once felt impossible will knock on your door, because your energy finally matches the future you asked for. So stop chasing what isn't chasing you. Stop proving what's already self-evident. Stop giving your power to impatience. You are the magnet. You are the miracle. You are the field of energy that creates movement, not the other way around. Attraction isn't about getting what you want. It's about remembering what you've always been. Worthy, whole, magnetic. Now breathe. Feel your shoulders drop. Let your mind stop running. And your heart start listening. Everything you're waiting for is waiting for you to relax into it. When you stop chasing, you make space for the arrival. When you stop forcing, you invite what's real. And when you stop begging the universe to notice you, you realize it always has. You are the frequency that abundance responds to. You are the gravity that draws blessings in. You are the signal that others call luck. So, let it come. Let it flow. Let yourself receive. And if this message spoke to your soul, leave a comment below. Share what you're releasing and what you're finally ready to attract. Welcome to Cosmic Seed, where you remember what the chase forgot, that you've been magnetic all along.